Hello, hello. Welcome on into another episode of the Whiskey Crusaders. I'm Will.
I'm Matt.
On this episode, we're talking about Deanston. This is the Virgin Oak. Don't you forget to hit that like and subscribe button. Click that notification bell. Matt, you want to tell me more?
I do. So we're getting some of my older Deanston stock here. This is the Deanston, of course, the Virgin Oak series, the unchill filters, they tell you. They have some of the best marketing I've ever seen on a bottle. It says, we put everything we are into everything we make. Of course, the unchill filter says exactly as it should be, and nothing added but hard work and determination. And I call that beautiful marketing. That's their old bottles. I don't know if the new ones say that or not, but I know that's what the old ones say, but that's pretty great marketing. All right, this is Deanston. We've never done a Deanston bottle before. So this is formerly a cotton mill that was founded in 1785 by Sir Richard Arkwright. Was open for 180 years, in fact, as a cotton mill. It used to employ up to 1,500 people before going out of business. Then they decided that a man named Brodie Hepburn in 1965, after it closed, says, hey, you know what that cool building could be? A distillery. It's cool. You look on the at the pictures of the distillery. It is literally right on the river. Like the river's here, distillery's here. Like all that's between them is a road. So I mean, your water source, you couldn't get a closer water. In fact, that water source is so powerful. They installed a giant wheel. It's a paddle wheel, and is the second largest one in the world, and the largest in Europe. It powers so much electricity that thing can generate that they can actually make that thing powered up to the 40s, and they put generators in. They were steam powered, and they can power the distillery, the visitor center, all their barrel wearing, age house, the coffee shop, and a couple other fun things in town, and then still sell 75% of the electricity generated back to the national grid. So they're the only self-sufficient distillery in Scotland. That's pretty amazing. All their barley is only a local. They only buy Scottish barley. So one of the things that's cool about these guys is they were first after it's funny, they got sold to that guy. All these cool things happened. Then Invergordon came in and bought them. And the two things are out before everyone bought was a single malt called Bannockburn, which is a bizarre name for it, and Teith Mill was their blend. So if I thought, yeah, exactly, like that's a stupid name. So 1974, they decided, let's just name the single malt Deanston, which is the city we're in, because that makes way more sense. So it's just a village. I mean, it's a small village there, Deanston. That's what it is. So it's nothing fancy. It's just the name of the town. So that's why it's called that. So it closed in 1982, closed for 8 years until 1990, when Burn Stewart bought it, which is part of the Distell Group, which now owns Bunna and Tobermory and Deanston. So in group, two distilleries I like a lot, so which is cool. Like I said, this is a town that was a very hard work ethic, and so they closed the cotton mill, and the building is very historic and it's built in this really unique style. It's a really cool old building. But yeah, that water wheel was 36 feet in diameter. That is a massive wheel. I can't even, I mean, it's enormous. It's a 3-story wheel. It's really cool. I guess 3.5. So anyway, like I said, the other unique thing these guys do, they're the only distillery in Scotland that uses an open top 11-ton mash tun. Most mash tuns are closed. They use an open top, and it's enormous. The other unique thing about these guys is they follow a 100-hour fermentation. Most distilleries about 48 hours. It's 100. So you're looking at almost, a little over 4 days, which is quite a long time for that. Then after that, their barrel proof goes in at 127. Because remember,
And you said that's all open top fermentation?
All open top.
So the reason that some distilleries do that is because they want wild yeast to be able to interact as well.
Yep.
Well, that's my assumption.
Yeah. Well, except the mash tun is unique that's open top too, but most mash tuns are closed. But this one's open. Like I said, then they go into those. And then it says it's 127 proof, which is a little bit higher because you don't remember it's Scotland, not America, so you can go in higher, which is neat. Then they actually age all of their whiskey in the old weaving shed, and it can hold 45,000 barrels, which is just literally right next door. You can walk into it. They have 4 stills, which have a very unique thing. They have an upward line arm rather than a downward line arm. Most would go up and then they come down. They just go up. And the cool thing after that is then they go into a boiler ball, which is very unique for them. And then they have, like I said, it has 8 fermentation tanks is that they use. So there's just a unique setup in this place. Only is run actually by 10 people. So only 10 people work there. It is unchill filter, no coloring. Every bottle, the minimum bottling is only at 46.3 because they said they never want to chill filter. There are no computers. There's 0 technology used. Everything's done by hand. And in fact, everything has been organic since 2000. So they're super into local Scotland organic stuff. So like I said, so this particular, like I said, is their Virgin Oak series. This is 46.3. It is unchill filtered, of course. It is a mix of 5 to 10 year Deanston in ex-bourbon barrels. Then it's finished for 9 to 12 months in a virgin cask from America. Now, the cool thing is this is an original bottling, I found out. This is from a 2010, maybe 2009, 2010, when this very first came out. Actually, that's when I got this bottle, was 2010. So in the back of the box, which is very unique, that says that it came from a place called Bardstown, Kentucky. No one knew what Bardstown, Kentucky was in 2010. This is like from a cooperage that was there. So I looked into the cooperages. I looking into it. I think an independent stave company is what they were using at the time, because now they use Kelvin Cooperage. If you look on the website, the new ones are using Kelvin Cooperage, which is about 45 minutes away from Bardstown. So it's just interesting that they're using a difference. And so I'd love to try this compared to a new one and see what the differences are in the Virgin Oak series. So we shall see. All right, so let's see what we think of the actual whiskey and go from there.
I've been sitting here nosing it for a little while. I'm getting on. I guess we should go through all the positive things first. It's lemon lime. It's zesty.
Okay.
It's got some fun grain and granola note in there.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I get like that.
There's an off note in there, Matt, that I'm picking up every single time I put my nose in there. It's baby sick, and it's in there every time I stick my nose in there now.
I get like burnt wood, lemon, lime zest, a lot of citrus. Yep. It's very malty, youthful, butter. It's not a super complicated whiskey by any means. It's it's young, it's pretty basic, but it's also $35 or less, and it's still 30. And that's what I paid for it back then. I think it was $34. My dad actually bought this as a gift for me for my birthday back in 2010, and but yeah, they're still I looked them up. They're still like $35 or less, so it's kind of cool. So good news, the prices have gone up.
I'm getting pumpkin guts.
Oh yeah, I could definitely see pumpkin.
It's not fake pumpkin spice.
No, it's that pumpkin with the string and the seeds and all that crap that comes out.
It's carving a pumpkin.
Yeah, but you're right. It's got this like faint, sickly, like almost overripe, like almost about to rot pumpkin thing to it.
Yeah, and it's that baby formula. I don't know. It's a lingering note that I don't know if.
Thankfully, I don't get that. Thank God.
Yeah, no kidding.
Or it doesn't bother me. Let's put it that way, at least. I don't know. It doesn't smell bad to me, but like I said, I'll see what it tastes like.
No, it doesn't smell bad to me. It's just there's just one little off note in there that I'm having trouble getting past on the nose.
Tastes good to me. So it's young. Got this kind of little bit of lumber taste to it. It's got some nice oiliness to it though. Buttery, black pepper, lemon cake, a little bit of vanilla frosting. Got lime zest. But it's definitely younger. You can get a little bit of that barrel char. But yeah, it's kind of like a Home Depot lumber. A little bit of that, like pencil shavings.
Mm-hmm.
Young wood, definitely. It's not horrible by any means. It's not my favorite thing in the whole world. It's not a bad whiskey, I don't think. But I'm guessing Will doesn't like this.
No, there's that rotting pumpkin guts on the palate as well for me. There's just something off about it. It's just so
the other thing is, I know all new Deanstons have a reformulation. So this predates those, and so the bottle shape totally changes, and they've reformulated a lot of things, and they're different. The way that they use their distilling and the grains are a little bit different. Obviously, it's still all malted barley, but they're just doing things a little bit different on their cuts. And the reason I asked, because people are like, oh, Deanston's so great. And we're going, it's all right. But then I had talked to Roy about it. And he's like, yeah, they made a change. That's why the bottle changed. He goes, they made change in staff. And he goes, it's much, much better today. Like, because we'll actually get the 12s out and compare at some point. Because I've got the brown box 12. There's a much newer 12 as well that we'll do at some point. Then we'll do comparison between those two.
I don't really particularly want to take a second sip. Like that.
Oh, okay.
This was just really not for me.
not for you. It's not for you.
The front part of the palate is fine. It's not until the mid palate. It's not until halfway through the journey across your palate that, I don't know, it just shifts and changes, and I get into some just rotten vegetation.
Oh, one thing I have to say is their corks are terrible. They shear off very easily. That's why there's a Macallan cork in here. Because Deanston's been known for this problem. Their corks are terrible.
Yeah, you have a saying. It's called "What the Deanston." Every single time a freaking cork pops.
Yeah, so it's like, yeah, they should but whatever. Okay. Well, the good news is the other products are better. And the newer products are much better than this one. So I haven't tried the new version, but I've tried some of the new 12s and organics and other cool ones they have, and they're very good. So hopefully you like those newer versions when we review those at some point in time.
All right. Do we have anything else?
Nope, that's all I got.
Don't you forget to hit that like and subscribe button. Click that notification bell. We're also live every Monday night. Come hang out with us there. Until next time, keep on crusading for the whiskey in your glass. Cheers.
Cheers. Well, I hope you like the next one better because it's a Deanston 20.
I hope so too.
Okay, so anyway,